What can a man like Methuselah, son of Enoch, grandfather of Noah, teach us today? More than you might imagine. In this powerful and thought-provoking video, Methuselah steps out of the pages of Genesis to share his top 10 life lessons that speak directly to our modern world. From the nature of human life, walking with God, patience, leaving a godly legacy behind, and righteousness, to a prophetic warning about God's covenant and the value of wisdom. These lessons are filled with timeless wisdom to inspire, guide, and transform your life. If you're looking for inspiration that goes deeper than motivational quotes and self-help tips, this message is for you. Stay with me for just a few minutes. In this video, you will learn why life is long, but eternity is longer, and how this perspective changes everything. The secret of walking faithfully with God, no matter how chaotic the world becomes. How patience, endurance, and righteousness preserve your soul and shape your destiny. The importance of godly legacy and preparing for God's warnings in a distracted age. Why wisdom, faith, and God's covenant are anchors that transcend time and trends.
I am Methuselah, a witness to almost 1,000 years of sunrise and sunset. I walked the soil long enough to see empires rise from the dust and crumble back into it. I saw fields turn to wilderness and wilderness to gardens. But the greatest truth I learned in my 969 years is that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Today, I want to share with you 10 important life lessons that can transform your life in just a moment. I know you live in the 21st century, but truth is timeless, and its profound power doesn't diminish with time or differences in cultural settings. Pay attention and be wise.
Number 1. Life is long, but eternity is longer. I lived 969 years, the longest recorded human life. Yet even my centuries were but a breath compared to eternity. Do not measure your life merely in years, but in how much of it is aligned with God. This earth is a temporary passage. Marcus Aurelius said, "What you do in this life echoes in eternity." Francis Chan said, "Our greatest fear should not be of failure, but of succeeding at things in life that don't really matter." What is your life? You are a mist that appears for a little while and then vanishes. Teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom. Psalm 90:12.
Number 2, walk with God. Daily, faithfully, deeply. My father Enoch walked with God so closely that he did not taste death. God took him. His example shaped my faith. A walk with God is not a sprint. It is a lifelong journey of trust and obedience. Quote, "True faith means holding nothing back. It means putting every hope in God's fidelity to His promises." Unquote. Francis Chan. Enoch walked faithfully with God. Then he was no more because God took him. Genesis 5:24. Since we live by the Spirit, let us keep in step with the Spirit.
I hope you found these insights helpful. On this channel, you can learn great life lessons from other biblical characters and also watch renowned biblical heroes, historical figures, and today's most influential personalities engage each other in intense cross-era conversations on life, purpose, spirituality, philosophy, etc., to expose the clash of worldviews, highlight eternal wisdom over fleeting trends, and reveal the truth that never changes. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and turn on the notifications button to receive alerts on new episodes. Thanks, and God bless you. Let's continue with the remaining lessons from Methuselah the sage.
Number 3. Patience is power. I watched centuries unfold. I saw Noah build the ark over years of ridicule and doubt, yet patience preserved him. In a world of instant gratification, patience is your superpower. Trust God's timing. Benjamin Franklin, one of America's greatest presidents, said, "He that can have patience can have what he will." Ralph Waldo Emerson, the famous philosopher, said, "Adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. Be still before the Lord, and wait patiently for him." Psalm 37:7.
Number 4. Leave a godly legacy. My grandson Noah became the man through whom God preserved the human race during the flood. What greater legacy could one leave than faith? Your influence on the next generation matters more than your wealth or achievements. Leave them faith, courage, and wisdom. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. Charles Spurgeon, the 19th century great preacher, said, "Carve your name on hearts, not tombstones. One generation shall commend your works to another. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it." Proverbs 22:6. Number 5. Righteousness preserves. I witnessed a corrupt world that perished in the flood. Only Noah, righteous and obedient, found favor with God. It is not brilliance or beauty that saves you, but righteousness born from faith. Martin Luther King Jr., the American civil rights leader, said, "The time is always right to do what is right." Character is what you are in the dark. D.L. Moody. The Lord's eyes are on the righteous, and his ears are attentive to their cry. Righteousness exalts a nation, but sin condemns any people. Proverbs 14:34.
Number 6. Prepare for God's warnings. I lived until the very year of the flood, a living sign that God's judgment was coming. Jewish tradition says my name means, when he dies, it shall come. God always gives warnings before judgment. Prepare your heart and your house. Benjamin Franklin was quoted to have said, "By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail." Noah did everything just as God commanded him. Genesis 6:22. Therefore be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an hour you do not expect.
Number 7. Value wisdom over time. Though I lived long, I learned that wisdom is greater than years. A fool can waste a lifetime, while a wise man redeems even a short life. Wisdom is not in how long you live, but how deeply you live in God's truth. Socrates said, "The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing." Wisdom is the reward you get for a lifetime of listening when you'd have preferred to talk. Doug Larson. Blessed are those who find wisdom, those who gain understanding. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Proverbs 9:10.
Number 8. Faith is a generational anchor. From Enoch to Noah, faith passed like fire from one torch to another. Without faith, our family line would have perished in the flood. Do not let your faith die with you. Pass it on. Helen Keller said, "Faith is the strength by which a shattered world shall emerge into the light." To one who has faith, no explanation is necessary. To one without faith, no explanation is possible. Thomas Aquinas. Without faith, it is impossible to please God. Hebrews 11:6. The righteous will live by his faith. Habakkuk 2, verse 4. Number 9. Endurance is holiness. Nearly a millennium of life tested me in ways you cannot imagine. It is endurance, not ease, that forms holiness. Endure. Do not be swayed by temporary trials. Fix your eyes on what is eternal. He who endures to the end shall be saved. Matthew 24:13. Let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us. Hebrews 12:1.
Number 10. God's covenant is sure. I died before the flood, but I saw the covenant with Noah forming, God's promise to preserve a remnant and bring redemption. God's promises are unshakable. Build your life upon His covenant love. D.L. Moody, the renowned preacher, said, "God never made a promise that was too good to be true." Martin Luther King Jr., the civil rights legend, said, "Faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase." The Lord is faithful to all His promises. For no matter how many promises God has made, they are yes in Christ. 2 Corinthians 1:20.
Thank you very much for staying till the end of my message. What you build on faith, righteousness, and love will outlive you. You chase years. I urge you to chase wisdom. You chase speed. I urge you to walk steadily with God. The world you live in is fast, but the eternal truths have not changed. God is holy. Life is fragile. Eternity is near. So I leave you with this counsel. Live with the end in mind. Walk with God as my father Enoch did. Prepare as Noah prepared. And when your years are done, let your name be spoken as one who feared God, one who left light in a world of shadows.
Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Like, share, and turn on the notifications button. You can check our other inspiring videos about other biblical characters and cross-era discussions. We also analyze popular sayings of notable icons and historical figures that have become favorite quotes worldwide in order to establish the biblical truth. Thanks once again. Stay blessed.